Hello, everyone. Hope you all are doing great. Welcome to this session of Meet the Global Leader. So, this program is all about sharing the professional experiences, guidance, um, some advice for students who are actually studying in universities currently, so that they understand how professionals actually do their work, how they actually implement their skills, how they develop some skills that is actually relevant in their professional field, and audience who are students, they can understand what are the key skills they can develop before graduation, so that when they enter into the professional sector they can actually do their work efficiently, and they can develop those skills before their graduation. So we have invited Miss Ainur today, so to know about her experiences, some guidelines and advice and suggestions for students through her professional journey. It is my pleasure to introduce her, and she is a highly accomplished chartered energy engineer with a strong background in electrical engineering and oil and gas. With over 10 years of experience in the industry, she has held various leadership positions, including technical manager, electrical coordinator, and project engineer at renowned companies such as Saipem, IKMA, and Evantech Limited. Her impressive credentials include a PhD in hybrid microgrid technologies from the Azerbaijan Scientific Research and Design Prospecting Power Engineering Institute, as well as master's and bachelor's degrees in electrical engineering from Azerbaijan State Oil Academy. So, from her diverse professional experiences, we're going to learn a lot from her, and definitely our audience is going to enjoy the session for sure. So, welcome to our session, Ms. Anur. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you very much. And really, it's exciting to be here. Thank you very much for the opportunity that you gave me to share my experience and whatever I can, whatever I experience challenges in my through my career to the students. I hope that they will gain something from our discussions today, and this will be beneficial for them. And thanks to you and for this initiative actually that you are looking for leaders from other countries and you are making them to come together for one aim. So this is very great initiative, and I believe that it will be your initiative will be continuous for a long time.
Definitely. No, thank you so much. Like because students, if they get the guideline, it doesn't matter from the local or from international professionals or expertise. It is important how people are doing things to know, and based on that they can design their career roadmap, how they can develop themselves before graduation and stuff. So
Yeah,
if you share about
actually, so yeah, I mean,
yeah,
actually, the students nowadays they are very lucky that there are programs like this. Long time ago, when I was a student, we didn't have this kind of possibilities to join free to this kind of programs and initiatives to attend to get something. So I believe they are lucky and they need to use this opportunity.
absolutely. So like speaking of student life, so if you share a little bit about your student life, how was your experience, and how was your student life, and what did you learn apart from your academic studies, skills wise as well, if you share your experience as a student.
Yeah, my student time, let's say these periods were very interesting actually. But main thing it was that we were two girls only in entire group that was consisting from 30 group mates. So let's say two girls and 28 of boys in our group. So it was the interesting part because previously I never faced with this kind of circumstances, with this kind of uh, group. So this was a bit challenging, but also interesting because my group mates were very supportive. They really respect us as engineers. So during my student years, I never faced any from their side. So I was thinking that this will be lasting all the way like this, but of course this cannot be like this, especially in a male dominated field. But during these years, I'm talking about 2008 and 2012, it was a bit challenging in terms of the syllabus material. We were obliged to translate a lot of books from Russian to Azerbaijani, from English to Azerbaijani, etc. We were facing this kind of challenging in terms of labs. We were obliged to take some courses, self-paid courses, because we didn't have a lot of labs, required labs in our universities. But there were also a lot of opportunities from the oil and gas industry. The companies that we have here, these are State Oil Company of Azerbaijan Republic, these were KSA, Deutek, they were offering a lot of scholarships, and we were using this opportunity, and we were putting our efforts to get the scholarships because we needed this scholarship to put in our studies, to buy books, to attend courses. So we were very active, really. And we tried to get the best from each opportunity. So this is also, we were very curious actually, because we wanted to learn, and I think that curiosity is one of the key aspects of learning a lot. So you need to continuously ask questions, you need to be everywhere. So like this, we were very active.
Definitely. And what actually inspired you to pursue a degree in, electrical engineering? Because sometimes, like especially here that if anyone wants to pursue something on like scientific areas, it seems like, oh, it's
Yeah.
so difficult, so tough to do, like no, very difficult to start a career. So what was your motivation and how did it shape your future career goals?
My motivation actually is coming from my family, where most of the women are in engineering disciplines. They are in various disciplines rather than electrical engineering, but anyway, they were our role models, let's say. And looking at them, I was continuously reading the books. I was looking all these drawings all the time. These paperworks were around me with the drawings, so I was trying to read to understand what was about. That's why I chose this engineering, but electrical engineering is because we had a new project at our university that was mutually done with the European Union. So this faculty was a bit advanced, comparing with the other faculties. So the syllabus was better one. It was consisting from German curriculum. It was based on that. So I choose this to be more, let's say, to follow more up to date program. So this was the two main reasons why I chose the electrical engineering.
Great. And after graduation, like what
Mhm.
happens mainly, for example, in most cases for students or graduates, they find a gap in between academic, curriculums or what they studied back in the university and what they are implementing or doing in their professional career, professional work. So, according to how was your experience when you first started your work, and did you find any gap, or how was it when you started your professional career?
Yeah, exactly. I think everyone faced with this challenge when they just start after the academic years. In my case, this gap I was trying to fill up together with the internships. So during our studies, when I was in bachelor degree, during summertime, I was using this opportunity to attend in the internships. So the oil company here, as I said, the state oil company, it was providing this opportunity to the students to have a paid internship in different facilities that include also the refineries, where I was working as an electrician. So this helped me to really get the hands-on experience, so which is very important for the engineers. So I was everywhere. I was trying to learn from everyone. I was asking questions. I go to on site in the factory and trying to watch all the activities to learn everything that I see and try to investigate what I saw today, what I learned today. So, and as a result, when I just started my career after the university years, I was not so, let's say, I was familiar with the professional, let's say, site works or the engineering works. So it was a bit familiar to me, not like in the zero level. So that's why but I think that if we compare with 10 years ago, when 10, 15 years ago, when we just started, nowadays the opportunities are more professional, more advanced, and the quantity, from the quantity and quality wise, there are a lot of opportunities that students can use. The only thing they need to do is to look for the opportunities, to search. They have a great tool, internet, on their hand, so they try to use internet to find this kind of opportunities for themselves.
Absolutely, it's a very powerful point. It's everything. It doesn't matter whether I'm from business or non-business background. If I want to learn coding, if I want to learn anything, it's there, just a click away, and it's only the wish that is the barrier. To learn something new or going forward or go beyond. This is very important. And internship, coming to this point, what do you think about the importance of doing internship seriously for students to, start their career and develop themselves and learning their weak points? According to you, why should students, do their internship seriously? Sometimes, they actually just do it carelessly for the sake of grade, but how it helps to, start a professional career early.
Yeah, as I said, it provides for the engineering background. It provides hands-on experience. This is for sure. For the other backgrounds, you are entering to the team that is really professional. You are trying to adopt. You are gaining not only the hard skills, not only the knowledge-based skills, but you are also gaining the soft skills: how to orientate in the team, how to adapt, how to communicate with other people. So I believe that not only for the knowledge but for the soft skill side, internship is very important for the students nowadays, and especially when it's getting paid internship. Of course, you also get, let's say, remuneration for your activities, and learning a little bit from the professional world, not only as the academic part, not only from the books, but also from the teamwork in the places where you are commencing, where you are conducting your internship.
Yeah. And how did you, early career experiences, such as working as an electrician at Buckwell Refinery, influence your future career choices?
Yes, for the electrical engineers, why for me it influences because I understood the safety. So when you just study from the books, you never, I mean, you never understand what really matters. I mean, in terms of electricity, I mean, you don't understand the hazards actually. But when you go on site, you, as an electrician, you are facing and you see the switchboard that is under power. So you started to learn that there could be a danger, there is a hazard there. So you need to make basic precautions. You need to understand safety. So for electrical engineers, they can make mistake only once. So that's why, from the safety point of view, early career for the electrical engineers especially is very important. Of course, this is important for other backgrounds, but for my case, this exactly taught me the safety point of view of the electrical engineering. So I'm very happy that I was there, really. Otherwise, you never get it, because to work on electrical system, you first need to isolate it. So you need to make it safe to work on it. So this is the main things that I understood there while working in the refinery.
Great. Can you walk us through your experience working in the oil and gas industry and what you have learned from your roles?
I started my career as an intern at Saipem. Before that, I was working on vertical transportation. That was also the major company. It was Kone, where I was project engineer at elevators and the escalators business. But afterwards, I changed my career to the oil and gas industry, where I really started, because I studied the electrical engineering of the oil and gas industry. So I switched to Saipem because it provided a better opportunity. Even if I was a project engineer at Kone, I agree with this downgrade, being hired as an intern to Saipem, because for me was important not the position itself at that time. I'm talking about 8 years ago, but for me it was important the opportunities that the company is providing, the benefits that company providing, and the image of the company, where I can grow up really. So I started there as an intern in 2016. Then I passed all the levels: trainee, junior engineer, expert engineer, then electrical coordinator. And by the end of the 8 years, I became a technical manager. So all these roles I passed together with my mentors at the Saipem company, which are really leaders, and they know how to teach people, they know how to lift up other people, and they really mentoring you towards your technical knowledge and also the soft skills. So I'm very really this career, I'm really happy that I choose this position as an intern at Saipem, because nowadays really don't regret to switching to this company, and actually is following my studies after bachelor, master degree, then PhD, then the same, let's say, position following everywhere. So that's good. I mean, I didn't switch. Let's say I didn't change my background. So even if I was in a project engineering, this was I love my job all the time, because to work all these drawings, project, etc. This is for me. I mean, so, and I believe that to be a good, successful electrical engineer, you need to be energy enthusiast. So you need to have a passion towards the energy industry. So only in that case you can be a good electrical engineer. And also in other backgrounds, in other specialties, whenever you love what you do, you will succeed.
Absolutely, and this is very important. Like to have this special focus. Whatever happens, I'll stick to it, and I will like being specialized on the sector or things. Like a professional can do. This is very important, and it is also true that the way you have mentioned, the way you love your work, the company, this is also important. Like so. If you share in brief about Saipem, and what makes you actually, like love your company so much?
This is maybe the unregular job that we do, because our the activities that we are doing at SciPem as a base as per the project of Shah Deniz 2. You have probably heard about this project. This is one of the giant projects of the British Petroleum, where we are a contractor of the British Petroleum, and we are operating the vessels, which are subsea construction vessels. They are kind of vessels like pipeline, subsea construction, diving, barge. So all the activities associated with these vessels are never repeating. So everything that you face every day, there is different problems. There is different problems with the different solutions. So I like that our job is not regular, as that's why we are learning a lot every day. So if you go back, let's say 2 3 years ago, you see that there is nothing that you have done the same way. So maybe, of course, the company has the procedures itself, but these are just the guideline how to follow one way. But the problem itself, the malfunctions that you are facing, the project that you are doing, the equipment that you learning new equipment, these are completely different. So I like what we do because of this reason.
Okay, thank you for sharing, like the passion behind, and this is very important, like if you don't like what we do or like love what we do, then it will be a mental pressure, like just for, go to work for the salary and stuff. It is different. And what actually motivated you? How did you make it? I mean, doing PhD and work at the same time, because people all around the world, they actually like share it's so difficult, so tough, and at the same time working and doing PhD. How did you actually balance that stuff?
Yeah, honestly, I don't know how this time management skills is starting to grow in one person, because um, I think that I have a good time management skill, because really it's really tough to follow these two, and especially my PhD is associated with the renewable energy and the hybrid microgrids, but work is associated with oil and gas. But now I see that I can really combine these two, and now I'm working on the hybrid microgrids, where I also have traditional power sources. So, but how I manage is really subject of the time management. I think that while if you don't procrastinate something, okay, I will do it tomorrow. If you don't tell this, even if we several times postpone our meeting, I think that we don't need to postpone our activities from today to tomorrow, and we really need to work hard. And there is like a mystery, because you work hard and you see that success is coming towards you. I mean, you are like, it's very really like mystery for me that you work hard and you are succeeding. So just try to focus on the time management. You need to identify your short-term goals, long-term goals, what you are looking for further in your career. So, and try to work towards it. Some small steps every day, or just every day, just by the end of the day, you just need to think what I did today for myself, for others. And if there is no answer, I mean, it doesn't make you happy. But if there is something that you say that, okay, I read this book, I learn something, I not only, I mean, reading or getting knowledge, maybe you talk to your friend, maybe you help someone to achieve something. This is also something that will help you to grow in your career, because these are providing the motivation, these are keeping you up to date, this is keeping you, let's say, inspired towards your career.
Absolutely, absolutely. And there again, if the small steps, the Kaizen, strategy. So, like when we think, oh, I need to do, say for example, a PhD.
Mhm.
If we, make ourselves afraid of doing it, in our mind, this actually, putting our, initiative inside a box. So these small steps of developing or doing, developing ourselves, or or achieve success of a big project is very important. So, in your student life or professional life, career, how do you see the mentorship? Do you have any mentor that actually maybe supported you all the way or time to time? And how important it is to have mentor or mentors for students who are currently studying?
I can talk about this till till tomorrow. Really, I mean, because I think that is one of the important points to have mentors. And I have participated as a mentee and nowadays as a mentor in a lot of programs. One of them was the Energize Me by Omicron, where I was mentored by Fidel Makatia. He is currently IEEE senior member, as far as I remember. And he was the one who inspired me to join the professional communities as IEEE, Energy Institute, and Omicron, actually, where I could gain a lot of benefits in terms of further mentorship, in terms of webinars, in terms of trainings that usually are not, let's say costly, or I cannot afford them. But joining these communities, I was able to participate in a lot of professional conferences and trainings. I have mentors at SIPEM and also peers actually that are motivated me to in my career road. And I have one mentor from the Energy Institute, EI Connect initiative, who guide me through my professional qualification. As a consequence, I get the chartership in energy as an energy engineer. So that's why I think that mentorship is very important in everyone's career. So you need to have one guide who will understand what you need, who will tailor the programs to your need and to your competencies and skills, actually. Because if I follow one road, you, for example, you don't need to follow exactly the same road. Maybe you have another way to achieve, to succeed. That's why mentors are very important. They will understand because they have a various knowledge. They have a diverse knowledge in the engineering discipline. So they are the people that will guide you through the correct road. So nowadays, since these kind of programs were the very important part of my career. Nowadays, I'm trying to be as a mentor too. For example, I attended at the She for Her program. This was done by IEEE PES team. Nowadays, I'm also mentor at AEI Connect, where I'm guiding a lot of people towards their professional qualifications. So I believe that if somebody helped you in your past, you need to now to deliver this to other people. So nowadays, actually, that's why we are here today. So that I'm trying to say, if you were a mentor, I mean, if you were a mentee, it doesn't mean that so nowadays you are professional and that's all. I mean, our mentee road continues until the let's say end of our career. It can be 65, 70 years even, but until that time, we all need mentors. And at the same time, we need to guide the young professionals and the junior level of engineers, young students, young generations towards their career.
Absolutely. And like the paid forward, like a good deeds, and like you have mentioned earlier, that we are in the world of internet. Everything is, like at our fingertip. So that the point is here that anyone can, support at from their background, whatever their background is, professionals, and maybe investor, professor, students, or whatnot.
And you
So
know, actually, what my mentors previously were telling me, enjoy the mentorships until it's free because soon it will be paid. You see
yeah,
that a lot of coach starting to appear, professional coach, career coach. So they are paid. I mean, their consultancy is paid now. We didn't have this kind of things in our when we were students, but nowadays you see that in order to guide you, it's paid. You need to pay the consultant for the coaching you. So unless there is a mentorship free, you need to really use the opportunities. Soon there will be nothing. I mean, will not be this kind of opportunities available.
definitely. And that is the thing, like uh, avail the opportunity as much as they can, because like you mentioned, maybe it can be expensive or it can be like late. This is also important to understand. And uh, like in terms of people, students, they think 1 year senior to them in the same department or faculty, they are a mentor, but by default they are mentor. This is also not that, because like expertise is also important to choose a mentor. And LinkedIn, like going to networking event or alumni networking program to connect with seniors or professionals to learn and engage. Network is very important, because the more they learn, the more they understand how it operates, how maybe the specific role or maybe specific company or industry, they should engage with that industry experts or people from different roles from different industry. This is very very important. So professional career, you go through different challenges. So if you share about, like in your industry, the challenges that you faced so far, and how you have overcome those challenges.
Yeah, mainly they are associated with the male-dominated field, which is in engineering. But nowadays, yeah, before we didn't have this kind of support from everyone as a woman in engineering. But nowadays, you see that a lot of communities there, a lot of initiatives, and also the companies are having the company ethics that is providing the support to the woman in male dominated field. Yeah, mostly challenges were related to that one, but I was overcoming them. Before it was, I mean, when I was just starting, it was a bit complicated. It was very difficult to overcome them. But then time passing and you are getting the experience, and you understand that uh, you need to accept this mentality, because Azerbaijan is uh, it has a mentality where males are dominant. So uh, considering our mentality, I try to not to be demotivated, because this is the country where I'm living. So to change entire all the people, to change the mentality of the country is not one day job. So or I need to adapt to this situation, or I need to go. I mean, I need to quit engineering position. So that's why I was trying to be patient and always trying to prove myself with my knowledge. So whenever you are coming, you are introducing yourself that I am Aynur, I'm electrical engineer, and you see that nobody is taking seriously you as an engineer, as a leader role, in a real leader role, like electrical coordinator. I'm the focal point. I will be managing. I will be coordinating. So this is very not usual to them. But the things are changing. Of course, nowadays even we have this kind of people all around us, but you see that the number of them starting to be a bit less. So, but my weapon always was my knowledge. So maybe from the first meeting they accept you as an engineer, but then you started to go further, uh, more in details of the project. They see that yes, you really understand, you really can make decision, etc. So like this, I was overcoming the challenges. But as I said, first, this is very, I mean, you don't feel comfortable, but then, I mean, you understand that the 2 days, 3 days, 1 week, situation will change. So it really changed. So nowadays, the managerial position, I'm in a really leader role, where everyone already accepting my position. So I don't have any problems nowadays. Maybe again, I'm telling, whenever, if I change my job, if I change the company, maybe I will face again with the same approach. But as I said, I already know how to overcome this. Once you prove yourself, when you prove your decisions, your knowledge, everything will be great.
Definitely, skills, like knowledge, expertise is very important, like to excel in any career. So, like students, if you suggest how students can actually develop skills wise when they're student, when they're studying before graduation, and what knowledge they can explore to like become way ahead of the future career. So if you share
Yeah.
something advice to the students how they can best utilize their student life before their graduation, skills wise, knowledge wise, considering
Okay.
the advancement in the technology and stuff.
Yeah. I think that in terms of soft skills is the communications, I think, because you will face with a lot of people, a lot of different age, different culture, multinational team. Maybe you will work in multinational team. You will work in a diverse team. So you need to know how to talk to people. So communication is very important in my view. The second, it's also associated with actually the communication, which is teamwork. So you need to learn how to delegate. If you are in, yes, of course. I mean, this is a little bit, delegation is a bit, let's say, role and responsibility of the leader position. But anyway, working in a team, you need to, let's say, delegate the activities, small activity. If there is a big project, you need to understand that you are a part of one team which is working towards one goal. So these two, I think, are the main soft skills that you need to gain when you are entering your career or professional role, let's say, after the universities. From the knowledge base, first of all, you need to learn the business English, how to write emails, how to approach people, how to clearly, short, and briefly tell somebody what you want from them. So try to learn business English and the technical English, how to speak, how to use the glossary, how to use the terms. Another one is related to the documentation. So, of course, while being a student, you are mostly dealing with the books, or like a lot of paperwork, etc. But when you enter your career, you will use the equipment manuals, you will use the operation manuals or drawings, in electrical engineering, a lot of diagrams, single line diagram, wiring diagram, a lot of things. So you need to know what to find where, because you will have, for one equipment, you will have lots of documentation. And if you are troubleshooting something, you need to know where to look at. Otherwise, you will be lost inside all this documentation, and this will just waste your time. You will just lose your time troubleshooting one issue. So I believe that these two, business English, technical usage of the technical glossary, and working with the documentation is the main knowledge thing that you need to focus on when you just enter your professional role.
Absolutely. The communication and business English, whether they may like start as an entrepreneur or in professional career. So in both ways, they need to have this business English skill. It will help them, like in so many ways.
And yes, you
Thank you
will
so.
negotiate with a lot of
Mm.
stakeholders actually, and they will be a range of diverse range of stakeholders. So
Yeah,
you need to know how to talk to each of them.
definitely. So I thank you so much, like for your incredible and insightful session, different insights and very simple but powerful messages that you have shared with us. Like how to choose, like the right measure. Uh, it has the better they have, like if they choose it in a better way, like their measure, if they have passion for it and go beyond with this measure, that is also an added advantage. And the internship, like all through, and like if there is no limit, like a human can do. So, like doing work and also doing PhD, and still you're so happy the way you have spoken so far. So this is actually express the happy person you are with your work, with your life. So when a person is happy with their work, or his or her work, like life is beautiful. This is also important, like be happy, be positive, and keep learning, and everything will, fall in line. So that is a very powerful message, and it's so wonderful to know it from you. And on behalf of School of Entrepreneurship Development, we are sharing our sincere gratitude for your time and for your powerful messages.
Thank you very much too. And if there is any further programs like this, if I can help with any other programs or initiative where I can participate, where I can share, where to you personally, if I can be useful, if there is anything that I can help, really, I will be very happy to help. So I was lucky to participate here today. Thank you very much for invitation, and good luck to you all and to all your team.
Thank you so much, and have a good day. And we wish you very best of luck.
Thank you. Have a good day
Thank
too.
you.